You again? I told you to get lost!
Yeah, I got your friends back.
I guess you're okay after all, Mungo. You can come in, but you better not piss me off.
Happy birthday, Sticky. Sorry I missed your party.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
There's nothing happy about it. This is the worst day of my life.
Watch it. It's time to go.
You know the rules.
The rules are stupid.
You're a Mungo now. You gotta leave.
Maybe I can stay just a little longer?
Bye, Sticky.
Yeah. Bye, Sticky. Don't just stand there. Get out of here already.
Wow, what luck! I'm Sticky. Forget these little kids. I'll take you to Big Town where the Mungos, where the grown-ups live. I'm headed there now.
Where the grown-ups live?
Big Town. You've never heard of it? It's where all the grown-ups go. Well, at least when they grow up and out of Little Lamplight. I can show you the way. There's no reason to waste your time with a bunch of snot-nosed kids. Let's go now.
Fine, I'll take you to Big Town, but first I need to visit Little Lamplight.
I'm not allowed in Little Lamplight anymore. Only people under 18 get to live in Little Lamplight. So when you're done with those little kids, we can go to Big Town together. I'll wait outside for you.
That's pretty harsh. So...
Watch it.
Oh, hey, what's happening?
How's
Something fun?
Lamplight life treating you?
Just
So-
talking to morons
Doing
who
better
keep
than a
bugging me.
dog and a bone.
Scram.
what
Yeah,
happens
Hey.
when you run out of
Okay,
kids?
excuse me. Hey.
Bye.
Or are these underage kids going to have more kids? You see the problem with the system. Smart little
vigilant.
children should be noticing that it's the death sentence of this entire town if the grown-ups have to leave.
Okay, so you get in, but I got my eye on you. You don't make any trouble in here, got it? I ain't having no shit butts making trouble.
Gee, what a great reception for a returning hero.
Boo-hoo, you big baby. You're still a Mungo, and I still don't like Mungos. You want to party or something? You go pay some Mungos to be your friends, and then they can talk all about how great you are. How's that?
How do you keep this place organized?
Organized? Have you walked around this place? It's pure anarchy. I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. We can't all stay here forever, so we've all got to leave eventually. And there's not much to look forward to out there. So we have a good time while we're here. And the occasional ruthless little bastard like me, make sure it doesn't fall apart for the other kids.
How did you get to be in charge?
It's not that complex. Any kid can say they want to be mayor here. It's just that most don't want to bother with the responsibility of leading. Most of the time, they last until the kids get tired of them. Then they get kicked out on their ass by the new mayor. One only lasted 5 minutes. Of course, I've kept this place going strong for 3 years. To most kids, that makes me mayor for fucking life. Fine by me, I say.
You said everyone has to leave.
People change when they grow up, and we don't trust Mungos living down here. So we leave for a place called Big Town before we get too old. Kids who grow up fighting and surviving in Lamplight are better trained for the world out there than idiots who are pampered by grown-ups outside. About time.
Yeah, I really need to get to Vault 87. Do you know the way?
It's not safe, even for someone as brave as you. There's monsters back there.
So, you know the way to get there.
Yeah, I do. It's through Murder Pass. Not a real safe way to go, but it's the only door that works.
The only way?
It's the only way that works, yeah. The other door hasn't worked since before I was here. Computer's busted and not even Joseph can make it work.
Where can I find Joseph?
I'm the mayor, not a babysitter, Mungo. Beats me. Maybe he's back there by the door. Fuck if I know.
I want to use the murder pass.
You sure about that? It's scary in there. Even I don't like going in there, and I'm really brave.
I'm sure.
Okay, if you say so. Come on, let's get the gate open for you, Mungo.
What? Hey, are we letting Mungos in now? Didn't hear a scuffle, so I'm guessing you're some sort of guest? So, what's so cool about you, Fancy Pants? Must be a pretty good reason for you to get let in, see?
Yeah, I'm from Vault 101 and I rescued some of your friends from the slavers.
Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope you got some good laughs out of it before you left. Gotta make sure they know not to try that again. Speaking of which, I'm Knock Knock, and I take care of the general morale around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stories, and sometimes trade them to keep the others amused. Morale's better than less Al, see?
Yeah, why are you called Knock Knock? I'm not going to touch that dialogue option with a 10-foot pole. Nor do I want to see the morale option, because she's going to tell me Knock Knock jokes. And if it goes to that, I'm going to have to flamethrower her to death. So we'll try to avoid that. Directions.
To where, man?
Trader.
There's a souvenir shop just north of the entrance. That's where Knick Knack sells whatever else we can't use. Check there.
That's enough.
Okay. Alright, bye.
Some essentials.
Hey. Whoa. I've never seen a Mungo so close. Are you a raider? Or a slaver? Or a mutant? 'Cause if you are, I'm supposed to go hide, 'cause I'm too young to use a gun yet.
I'm not any of those, I'm a vault dweller. At least I was when I was your age.
Did you live in the old vault below? I thought nobody lives down there now because it was full of monsters. Mayor doesn't let us go down there because when they went, they didn't come back. You don't look like someone who didn't come back, so maybe you didn't come from there.
Okay, why are you called Bumble?
It's just a name, okay? Not my fault I knocked stuff over. Lucy says I still got a lot of growing to do.
Yeah, bye Bumble.
Bye-bye, Vault Dweller. Hey, who are you? What are you doing in here?
I'm a guest in town. Mayor McCready let me in for rescuing your friends.
You said Penny and Sammy and Squirrel? I can see why RJ let you in. Thanks for all of us. I'm Lucy, and I pretty much spend my days playing mommy around here. I spend a lot of time kissing boo-boos and making things better. If you get a scraped knee or stubbed toe, come see me. Same if you get shot in the face or burns all over. But I can only promise so much.
How do you keep healthy here?
There's always one big sister or another who knows her way around a compress and a sewing needle. So we take care of most of the little scrapes. And way back when, someone figured out that some of the plants and fungus around here absorb radiation. The little ones don't like to eat their veggies, but they don't like to be sick either. So we get by.
That sounds like it's a pretty useful fungus.
It is, especially for dealing with the low-level radiation we all get from the water. The fungus just soaks it right up. But it doesn't help the rickets that keep hitting the younger lamplighters. Believe it or not, I can make a treatment for that from extract of Buffout. Actually, if you can talk McCready into it, I'd be glad to trade some fungus for Buffout, but he'd have to say it was okay.
Are you the only doctor here?
Well, we all know the basics. Combat first aid, you know? But I've got the most experience at the tough stuff. Bumble's been learning the most about the more complex parts of cutting and sewing. People tease her, but she's got a steady hand. Of course, now she just needs to learn what you do and don't cut. Well, Until you come asking for a bandage, at least. Thanks. Hopefully, it'll just be skinned knees and bloody noses today.
Journal. So, probably explaining what's happening with the kids.
My name is Carrie Delaney. I teach 4th grade at the Early Dawn Elementary School in Washington, D.C. Yesterday, October 23rd, 2077, half the school went on a field trip to Lamplight Caverns. We were packing up to leave when everything went crazy. The cave started shaking, the lights went out, the kids started screaming. My God! Mr. Pollock went outside to see what was going on. When he came back in, he told us what he saw. Clouds. Mushroom clouds. It's finally happened. The end of the world. We're all okay. If you can call being stuck in a cave with 82 terrified kids okay. Alive, anyway. But I don't know what the hell we're going to do. It's been 4 days. Claudia went out this morning to look around and never came back. Then Mr. Cobb went out to look for her, and he never came back. So now there's only me, 2 other teachers, 2 of the parents who were chaperoning, and a few of the cavern staff. All these poor kids. We've got enough food and water to last for a while, I guess. But after that, I just don't know. We can't stay in here forever. Can we?
So, teachers, parents, children on a field trip, and workers. I guess it's too late for the shop isn't open. I didn't loot too much stuff, so but I'd like to see what they sell.
Watch it! I guess this thing is working. I'm Jason Grant. I'm 10 years old. I'm in Miss Delaney's class at Early Dawn Elementary. A month ago, a big war came and everything was destroyed. Except us. We're still okay in these caves. Kind of. Mrs. Delaney went out this morning to get help, and she never came back. The other adults never came back either. So now it's just us kids. A lot of the others still cry every day. They're really scared. I'm not. There's nothing to be scared of, as long as we don't go outside. Nobody else wants to be in charge, so I'm gonna try. Most of the kids listen to me already, so it should be easy.
Whoa, are we letting Mungos in now? Didn't hear any shots, so I'm guessing you're not here to raid us. And if you're not here to raid us, you might just have brought something cool for us, see? So who are you, and how'd you get let in?
Rescue your friends.
Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope one of you grabbed some of their gear before you left. Gotta make them pay for something like that. Speaking of which, I'm Knick Knack, and I take care of the general store around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stuff, and sometimes trade it for other stuff. That's pretty much a store, see?
Let's trade.
I hope you brought me some cool stuff.
I'll keep mine. more efficient version. Yes. Electron charge packs. Yes. And that's pretty much it. Let's see what we can sell back. Ah, not much. Mesmetron. I'm inclined to keep the Mesmetron because I've never seen anything like it. It might be useless, it might be useful. I think it's useless. If we would have gone to get slaves, it might have been useful. But it only weighs 2 weight units, so it's not like it's a huge investment. Yeah, we don't really have anything to trade. We could trade a few self-pods, but I'd rather pay with money.
Always a grab bag with my stuff, see? Come on back when you got more stuff to trade.
We really need to visit the upgraded traders. We could get more schematics from them too, that'd be
Excuse me.
great.
Wow. Thanks for the help out there. If it weren't for you, I'd be a goner for sure. Far as I'm concerned, you're welcome in here anytime. Of course, it isn't really up to me. So, what do you need?
Why are you squirrel?
I like to think it's because of my inquisitive and charming nature, as well as my natural climbing ability. But Knock Knock says it's because I'm totally nuts. Guess which one's probably right. I'll try. Watch it. Gosh, you're big.
Great chamber.
Hey,
Yeah, generic children. Where did the children came from?
It's been almost 2 months, and we're all doing pretty good. Even if we are all alone. There's a door that leads to a vault, right here in the caverns. Every day we bang and bang, but they won't let us in. We can hear them in there. One time, a guy on the other side
Your
told us
father
we were
would be
dead
proud of
already.
you.
Fuck those grown-ups. Fuck them all. We don't need them ever again.
Yeah, that explains why they hate grown-ups, but where did the children come from? Because if they're being sending people out when they're grown up, that was what, 200 years ago? So does not compute. They would have to have a steady supply of new children coming in from some place. And it doesn't really explain why they hate all grown-ups. Well, they abandoned them, sure, but I mean, surely they would trust each other. Just because they get a little bit older doesn't mean they start to distrust them. Where did the dogs came from? So I guess we're just going to assume that they've taken in children that they've found.
I can't wait to be in Big Town with you. But until then, let's stay here, okay?
Absolutely, Will.
Thanks for getting me back. I really miss my brother. Everyone calls you a Mungo, but I think you're an okay Mungo.
Okay, why is your name Penny?
It's not a nickname. My name's Penelope. They're just lazy and don't like saying the whole thing is all. Later.
Watch it. Well, now, here's something new. What's a grown-up like you doing in Little Lamplight? Don't tell me McCready's going soft on us.
Yep. He let me in for rescuing the kids.
That was you? Well, my most sincere thanks then. You brought my sister Penny back to me, and I couldn't ask more than that. I'm Joseph, and if there's ever anything I can do for you, just name it. As the oldest kid in town, I spent most of my time teaching, but I do what I can to keep the kids clean and fresh-faced. Say, if you're ever looking for a haircut, I'd be glad to offer my services. You only have to ask.
Yeah. I hear there's a door that doesn't work.
Nuh-uh. Door works fine. Computer's broke. Well, maybe not broke, but it sure don't work right. I turned it off because it was just wasting power.
Don't you have the password?
Nope. Nobody ever wrote it down. And then one day somebody forgot. You know how it goes.
Can you turn the computer back on?
Sure, if you want. Come on, it's over here.
Can you
Lead
tell
me
me
to
more
it.
about growing up, big brother?
Well, Penny, despite the stories, it's not really something to be scared of. We all do it.
You do
assuming we
realize
don't
that
get
Penny isn't
ourselves
listening
killed
to you.
first. Well, when we grow up too big, we need to go outside, where there's more space. That's why we go to Big Town, where we meet again as grown-ups.
I do want to see the big town, because it's a vital companion city to this. This is likely an alternative. Yeah, reactor chamber. We're not going to a reactor chamber. Not now. Yeah, this schematic now makes 3 lines.
Well, Penny, despite the stories, it's not really something to be scared of. We all do it, assuming we don't get ourselves killed first.
We'll go to Big Town now.
Watch it. I guess that makes sense.
If I ever figure out a way to get out of this caverns, reactor chamber. As far as I can see, they're offering me 2 choices. Go the dangerous fighting route or go through the reactor chamber. You have some science skill to do it. It's probably radiated at least to some degree, but that should not be a problem. I'd like to meet McCready though. See if we can do some trading with the anti-radiation mushrooms. I don't think I need them, but it'd be a nice option to see what they do. Hot springs, apparently, to keep things warm here. Not sure how much of a sense it makes to build a fire here, unless something acts as a chimney. Don't want to sleep in a cavern where there's carbon monoxide everywhere.
Hey! The mayor said it's okay for you to be in here, right? because Mungos aren't allowed in here unless the mayor says so. So are you an okay Mungo? Because if you aren't an okay Mungo, then that means we should stop you. And that means I've got to get my gun from lockdown. So stay here, okay?
Yeah, I'm not here to cause problems. You don't need your gun.
Oh, that's good because Mayor McCready says I can't have my gun in town anywhere, not since last time. But that was totally an accident anyway. That reminds me, got any Nuka-Cola? Because if I'm not gonna have a gun in town, then it must be okay for me to have one more Nuka, right? Anyway, everyone calls me Zip, you know. Like a zipper. Only not really like that because I'm not made of metal. But I do go up and down, I guess.
So, said you're looking for Nuka-Cola.
Yeah, I got lots to trade. But you got no Nuka? You're not getting nothing. No way.
Yeah, why are you called the Zip?
Why Zip? Or why do I have a nickname at all? I mean, why don't people just call me Ricky, or Yancey, or Eustace P. Vanderbacker III? I mean, they say it's because I'm so fast. But that doesn't make sense because I don't think I'm all that fast. It's just that they're all slow. I guess it's just one of those mysteries that'll never really get answered. Sort of like how people made bubbles in Nuka-Cola. Say, got any cola?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. See you next time, miss.
That's I think that might be the most awesome helmet I've ever seen. Yeah, it's a mold face. But it looks like it's a
Oh, hey,
entire
excuse me, hey.
costume and not just a helmet. Children seem to have those full body costumes. How the hell do I get out of here? I need to go. No. Oh crap! It was a bit more than I bargained for. Besides, I know the passage there is through those. Not the bottom floor. Yeah, this is the one place I didn't want to come. So south is the extra cavern and southeast is the exit I want to use. Big town, big town, big town. Once we visited big town,
Oh, hey, excuse me, hey.
then we can decide what do we really want to do.
Hey, what do you want, Mungo?
Yeah, I heard a lot about a fungus in your caverns and I'd like to make a deal.
Yeah, I'll bet you've heard all about the fungus in my cavern. But yeah, the cave fungus, sure. It's good for food and medicine, and it's the main fucking reason we've stayed alive down here. So, you want a slice of that gray-green gold, huh? I think maybe we could come to an arrangement. What are you offering?
I bring in needed supplies, then I get some of the fungus in return.
Sure, right. And we'll just trust you to bring us plenty of clean food and medicine, not try to poison us and move in on your own. No deal, Mungo. This is our fungus, and we haven't gotten enough to share with freaks like you. Yeah, I'll bet you...
Yeah, I don't want to threat the little kid, for God's
Oh,
sakes.
what the fuck?
I'm not really looking for fungus here. It's not like anti-radiation is a problem for us. We have tons of anti-radiation medication and resistant medication, so show me the way to Big Town.
Hey,
Okay, there's one cavern here we haven't visited. Generic Lamplight resident.
Excuse me.
Squirrel.
What?
Eclair.
Okay, RJ had better have a good reason to let you in. Because right now, all I'm seeing is a Mungo who's here to take our food and screw us over. Oh, great. Maybe next he'll take in a Deathclaw or something, and he'll make it the town mascot. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for bringing them back in one piece. Maybe now they'll learn to be more careful out there. If you need what passes for food down here, look me up. Name's Eclair. If you so much as snicker, I'll carve you up for steaks.
Why are you called Eclair?
Well, I didn't get the nickname for being fat and full of cream, if that's what you're asking. Back when I was on the scav team, I found some pages from an old cookbook. Sometimes I try them out. Just for the record, don't try making an eclair out of cave fungus. The taste sticks with you, and not in a good way.
Okay. Where do you get food for this place?
Honestly, when we can't scavenge some from outside, we mostly scrape it off the walls and skim it off the water. No, really. Most of our food comes from fungus that grows in these caves. It's not so bad when you get used to it, and we don't have much choice. At least it's filling, so we don't have to eat much of it. But man, oh man, it tastes terrible!
Where does the fungus come from?
It's pretty hard to find, and I hear it doesn't grow in other caves. I don't know why it's here, but without it, we'd be goners. Think fungus just grows on trees? No, it grows in caves! Ugh. Knock Knock came up with that one once, and now it's stuck in my head forever. Doesn't take any work to get it to grow down here. All I have to do is collect and prepare it. Mostly, I try to get the stink off it.
Yeah, I was right not to speak to Knock Knock. I knew it. I knew it. So how does the fungus grow?
They say the fungus grows in the pools where the first lamplighters dumped the Mungos. That's about the most they ever helped us. I don't know how true that is, but I know sometimes the scav team comes back with this strange meat. It tastes terrible, but the fungus loves it. I don't know where they find that meat, but if you could bring some back, I'd be glad to trade fungus for it. Of course, McCready'd have to okay it. Sure. About time, man. This mold isn't getting any tastier.
Okay, fungus.
Watch it. Doing good.
It's very valuable, but yeah, minor radiation reduction and minor heat point increase.
Good. I could do with better food.
It's not valuable
Couldn't
to
we all?
us.
Okay, bye.
Great chamber, yeah, we
Alright,
are
bye.
getting the hell
Watch
out.
it.
You're listening